Good evening, everyone. Today is 2/9/2013. Been a little while since I made a video. I think the last one I made was on Wednesday or Tuesday or something like that. Been crazy, so I'm gonna do kind of a little bit of a recap on the last few days. So on Tuesday night, which was the 5th, I was out in Sweden. Just had done. Just got to Stockholm. Had just finished up dinner when I got an email from Paula that Kyle was sick and was probably going into the hospital. So went home that night. I went back to the hotel that night. Got all my stuff packed up and actually took the first flight out in the morning to come home. So I spent Wednesday the 6th, I believe, just flying all day. Got here. Well, it was all day, but still got here like 9 o'clock at night or something like that. So travel day, that was pretty crazy. It was a little bit of a pain to get onto SAS. They're a horrible airline. just they don't know how to run it well, and I found out that they went bankrupt. They got saved by the government, and so it's like, oh, that makes sense. But yeah, just had problems both ways with SAS, but luckily got home. Kyle went in on Wednesday, then the 7th. Yeah, went in on the 7th. Went up and kind of went to our pediatrics. They sent him to Riverton, and then they sent him up to primary children. So he was checked in at primary children at 11. I'll just give you a day-to-day. So that morning, I was on Good Things Utah. We were promoting Operation No Starvation, so that was pretty cool. Everyone should go OperationNoStarvation.com or Facebook.com/Operation No Starvation. We're gonna end starvation. So that's kind of a segue, but yeah. So then from there, I came up to the hospital as well. Kyle's in the emergency room. We eventually admitted him. On Wednesday, we stayed the night on level 3, which is just a regular admittance. Wednesday night, most of the day, or on Thursday, Thursday, that was Thursday the 7th. So most of the day on Thursday we were there, spent the night there. He was getting better, and then Friday morning, when we started feeding him, he started getting this rash all over his body. So he had it on his chest, his arms, and his legs. We thought it might have been the formula. We kind of mixed up a bunch of things. Eventually, they sent him down to. There was a couple times on Friday. What is Friday? Yeah. So there was a couple times yesterday where he kind of went into. They thought it was anaphylactic shock, but they weren't really sure. So they gave him a lot of like epis and everything. I got like 6 epis in his legs. It was so bad for him. Got a lot of I don't know what it was called, some steroids, some stuff that he had to inhale. And then yeah, they sent us down to the ICU. So we are right now actually in the ICU, where we found actually that it wasn't even the formula that was given. Is what we think. We discovered it's probably more the linens that they clean them in, and we found that they clean them pretty crazily because they need to sanitize them and do everything like that, and just harsh soap on it. So his skin, Paolo's skin's really sensitive, and so naturally Kyle got it as well. But one of the nurses had noticed that around his diaper area and like his socks and hands weren't getting red, but his chest would and everything like that. And then kind of put 2 and 2 together, like, well, if it's every time he eats, well, if we put the burp rag on him right here, well, okay, that makes sense. And so we actually got new linens that come from the NICU or the newborn guys, and there hasn't been any reaction, anything. He's getting a lot better now. He's breathing on his own. Like he was always breathing on his own as well, but they just had oxygen going. Now they don't have oxygen or anything. They're just kind of taking his vitals. So looking really good right now, which is awesome. Got him switched out, so he's not on the linens anymore. So up and up, everything seems to be good. It's not as crazy as we thought. It just kind of what is it? However impossible sometimes that it is the simplest answer is usually the right one. So it was been just basically been hanging out at the hospital this whole week. It's been pretty nuts. Paula's a freaking champ. She's been up for like 7 days or something like that, watching him and taking him to the suction clinic every day, a couple times a day, and just kind of straight here and literally like. It's like I flew in, went straight to the hospital, and just kind of been here ever since. So, kind of been a weird week for sure. We're kind of sad. We're really sad Tyler couldn't come out to Stockholm and hang out in Sweden, and our anniversary was actually just spent. Like literally the 6th was, I think she was on the couch, I was upstairs. Kyle was sick, I was dealing with it as well. And then 7th we were in the hospital, 8th we're in the hospital, today we're in the hospital. Hopefully we're getting out tomorrow, which would be really sweet. But yeah, it's been a pretty crazy week. Thank you everyone who's sent kind words and stuff like that. You guys are awesome. But yeah. Oh, and then yesterday I got to sleep on like a little couch that was like that big, maybe not big at all. And some crazy things happened in the middle of the night. Like just people had, because the hospital's open 24 hours. So people came in with some weird emergencies, and I'm just sitting there like, ooh, okay. So I like woke up and walked over and just slept with Pal on like this tiny little like fold out what was it, like chair or something like that. I just like slept like right on the very foot of it, like the ottoman or something, like my feet hanging off, super uncomfortable, but I feel really refreshed for some weird reason. But tonight they gave us this, I'm in a sleeper room, and it looks like a prison cell. I mean, it's a huge upgrade from what it was. It has a bed, which is amazing, and it's awesome, but it was just like once I walked in, I'm like, whoa, this is kind of creepy. I'll actually show it to you. So I'm sitting on the bed right now. If we turn around, you can see, so here's the bed, and there's some pictures on the wall, there's the door, there's a wall, and then back to me. So it's literally like maybe a, I don't know, 20 by 6 or something like that space, but it's got a bed. That's all we care about. So Pal will be sleeping here tonight. I'm probably going to be sleeping with Kyle, just in the ICU to make sure if there's anything that can just pop up and be there for him. So yeah, that's kind of update for the last few days. Hasn't been anything really adventurous. Me and Isabel did go to Cam's birthday party today, so it was kind of nice to get out of the hospital. Paula went with her parents and Izzy as well, and took them to lunch, so that was good for Paula to go and hang out with Isabel. Kind of feel really bad for Izzy. She's not allowed down here. No kids under 14. RSV, I guess, is just crazy and going around a lot, so don't want to get anyone else sick. So anyway, that's the update for the last few days. I hope everyone's doing amazing and closer to where they want to be now than they were, yesterday or the day before. I know we are, for sure. We're closer to getting out of here, and that's what we're going to stay focused on. And you guys are all awesome. Yeah, that's about it. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.